Chapter 22. 2 months later. Auntie, your appams are perfect. Light like fluffy clouds. Out of the world, really, Manish said. We were sitting on the floor in the courtyard of my tiny 2 bedroom house in Kochi. I had never described my house as tiny earlier. However, after seeing Manish's palace, everything about my life felt small. My mother smiled as she added more stew to his banana leaf. Manish had been coming to Kochi every fortnight. A part of me wanted to end our relationship after the fiasco with his mother. Another part of me don't. I frankly couldn't. Manish showered me with even more love after that episode. Once he made a short day trip to Kochi only to see me for a few hours. He did it because I had told him I was feeling low. He listened to whatever I said. I had told him to stop spending money on me or giving me expensive gifts. He had agreed. I had told him to stop pushing for marriage. He never brought up the topic again. Except that day. Everything would change that day. I had done the test for a third time in the bathroom. The 2 small lines that indicated a positive result confirmed what I knew already. Manish, can I speak to you for a minute? I said. Sure, Manish said, dipping his appan in the stew. Alone, I said, my tone serious. I signaled to him to step outside. Amma was upset that I was interrupting his meal, but Manish washed his hands and came running after me as I left the house. How can you be pregnant? Manish said. Because we had sex? Seriously, Manish? We had come to Kashi Art Cafe, a quaint bohemia place with an open-air veranda, wooden tables and brass vessels. It was popular with foreign tourists who came to visit Fort Kochi, a heritage town where Amma lived. Sorry, I meant since when? Manish said. Not sure, I did the test today. I have missed my cycle twice. I stirred jaggery into my coffee, waiting for him to absorb the news. He wasn't freaking out as I had expected. He simply nodded as he took a couple of deep breaths. Maybe him being older than me made him that much more mature. He clasped my hands. Whatever happens, we are in this together, okay? I nodded. But what will happen? I am thinking, Manish said, biting his lip. The homemade vanilla cake slice we had ordered remained untouched. It happened to another model I know. She has a doctor who fixed it, I said. Are you crazy? What do you mean fixed it? I mean, don't ever say that word, Manish said, scoldingly. Just hang on. Let me think for a minute, will you? I looked around. Some Europeans with long hair and printed kurtas occupied the adjacent table. Manish spoke after 2 minutes. This is good. This is really, really good, he said. He held my hand again. What will happen? I said in weak voice. I didn't want to cry in public. Only good things will happen. This is a gift from God, Alia. God is telling us something. What? That we need to be together as husband and wife, so we can be a good mom and dad for our baby. I looked up at him. What about your mother? She is not important now. This is about another life, Manish said. He had a twinkle in his eye. You sure? I just turned 18. Will I even be a good mother? You will be an amazing mom. Meanwhile, I thought of something that could help convince my mother. What? Mamiji has someone she believes in more than anyone else. We have to get Pandit Shastri's blessing first. Griha Pravesh, Vastu, Dhanteras Puja in the factory. You do everything for my parents. Now for the first time, I am asking you to do something for me, Manish said. That's fine, Manishji, but this, Pandit Shastri said. He scratched his head. He shouted out after a pause, Balan, come here, get the computer. Manish and I had come to House Khas village, a semi-rural area in South Delhi, now famous for high-end fashion boutiques and trendy cafes. The prior inhabitant of the area still lived in the original village. The village had transformed into 2-story high pakka houses. Pandit Shastri had his house, and if you could call it an office, here as well. A huge sign outside advertised the services he offered. They ranged from horoscopes to weddings to Vastu advice. We sat on mattresses laid out on the marble floor in the main puja hall that occupied the entire ground floor. Images of Hindu gods and goddesses adorned all four walls. Balan, a 20-year-old boy who was one of Panditji's staff members and disciplines, entered the room. He wore a dhoti kurta and was carrying a laptop. He sat down next to Panditji. What is the time and birth date of Alia ji? And where was she born? Pandit Shastri said, Balan will take out the patri in minutes. We already have yours, Manish ji. We can match them then. Leave all that, Panditji, Manish grinned, sitting cross-legged in front of the priest. What do you mean? Panditji said. Let's do it the other way round for a change. Which way? Instead of us telling you the time and place of birth, you tell us the time and place needed to match our horoscope perfectly. Make us look like a jodi made in heaven. Shastri and Balan looked at Manish surprised. They turned to me. I looked away. You are asking me to lie? In the house of God? Look all around you, Shastri said. Who is asking you to lie? Manish said, somewhat taken aback. It is me who will tell you the wrong time, if at all. You are simply telling me what will match. The lying is all on me. Clever, Manishji, but you are involving me in your plan to deceive your mother. Pandit Shastri shook his head. Please, Panditji, Manish said and folded his hands. This is for our love. My mother will not refuse if it comes from you. If you say our horoscopes match and Alia will bring immense fame and fortune to the family, Mammiji will agree. Manish ji, Panditji said and folded his hand in return. I won't be able to do this, sorry. Balan, Manish said. Can you give us a moment? Balan looked surprised. Panditji nodded, signaling to him to leave. I will give you anything to make this happen, Manish said. He took out a thick paper packet from his pocket and slid it towards Panditji. This is 2, he said, referring to the amount in lakhs. More when we get married. You will only make Alia and me do our 7 feras, of course. Panditji touched his left and right ear to seek forgiveness. Please, Manishi, I am not like this. Please take this back. I can give more, Manish said. I have known your family for decades. My Guruji used to be your grandfather's priest. When he passed away, your mother gave me a chance. She and your father introduced me to so many of their friends who gave me work. I had just finished my Vastu course. They invited me to sit in meetings with the architect to do Vastu for Navratna house. You are asking me to betray them? Manish sat with a sheepish expression. Panditji moved the envelope back to him. Not at any price. If the horoscopes matches on their own, I will be happy to communicate that. Shall I call Baran again to make her patri? She is pregnant, Manish blurted out. Please, Panditji, help us. My mother is against this marriage. Panditji looked at me and Manish in quick succession with a shocked expression on his face. It's true, I said. Panditji threw his hands in the air. Then this is God's sign, isn't it? Who am I then to make horoscopes and judge this? What do we do, Panditji? Mammiji is dead against this match, Manish said. We will make honest horoscopes, but whatever it is, I will recommend Aliaji to your mother. What if our patris don't match? I will recommend some solution to mitigate the effects, Panditji said. Thank you, Panditji, Manish said. We stood up. Manish and I bent forward to touch his feet. He blessed us by putting a hand on our heads. Close your eyes, Alia Beti, Panditji said to me. I stood with my eyes closed. Panditji removed his hand from my head and spoke again. Open your eyes. Whatever male or female god you see first will be the child's name, depending on whether it's boy or girl. I opened my eyes. I saw an image of Ram and Sita on the wall in front of me. Ram, if it is boy, Sia, if it is a girl. I said to Manish and smiled for the first time in weeks. Panditji, but Mummy ji said, calm down, Durga ji. Stress is never good. See this as God's blessing. Manish's mother glared at him as if her eyes had laser and she was trying to scare her son. He had not only got this random lower status girl pregnant but also had the audacity to ask the family priest to intervene and make this case. This time, Manish ensured that Papaji, Timi, and Rachna were also present, of course, in the great Durga's presence. Nobody else spoke a word. How far along is she? She said. 3 months, Manish said. And how long have you known? A couple of weeks, Manish said. Mamiji, I already made you meet Alia. I told you I want to get married to her. When did all this happen? Papaji said. Nobody tell me anything. There was nothing to tell Ji. He just brings anyone home and say he wants to marry her. That anyone is bearing your grandchild. I wanted to retort but didn't. Pandit Ji, who is she? We don't know her family. We have to see our standing. There's societal perspection. There are horoscopes, Mamiji said, and Panditji interrupted her. Other things I don't know, but I already checked the horoscopes. And, she said, they somewhat matched. I see one issue in the girl's kundli. Sun, Rahu, Jupiter and Venus are in conjunction with each other in the 8th house. This can cause problem. What kind of problem, Panditji? Papaji said. This causes Guru Chandal Yoga. See, there is a problem. I knew it, Mamiji said. But there is a solution. I can recommend some stones, Panditji said. Which stone? Papaji said. Alia ji can wear a 4-carat yellow sapphire on her index finger and a half-cent diamond on her middle finger. And then all will be fine, Panditji? Papaji said, yes, there will be ups and downs but mostly okay. You will sail through. In fact, if handled right, the stone combined with her horoscope may bring a lot of prosperity in new ventures. My online venture, which I am going to start soon, Manish said excited. Don't worry Durgaji, things will be okay, Panditji said and smiled. God came in my dreams. He told me everything will be okay, everything happens for a reason. Mamiji seemed inconvenienced. Where are your parents, beta? Papaji said. My mother is in Kochi, uncle. Dad died in Siachen 2 years ago. His eye lit up. Siachen army? I nodded. I missed my father. I needed him here with me to protect me from these Punjabi elders, some of them double my size and age. Infantry 19 Kumon, Colonel V.S. Singh. I said with pride in my voice. I know niece, Papaji said and smiled, referring to the Hindi nickname for my dad's battle line. They won more battles than anyone else. I did some sorties with them in my time, much before your father's days. I knew I had won Papaji over at that moment. He told me later how he had always wanted a daughter-in-law from defense background. Rachna, who Timi had married a year ago, came from a family of gold traders in Ludhiana. Mamiji had hand-picked her after scanning hundreds of proposals. She had wanted the same kind of match for her younger son, someone rich and docile. Papaji continued to talk me. I miss my defense days. Will you stop it, Shamsher? Roared his wife, and the ex-Air Force officer shut up in an instant. Durga, I'm just... He began after a second. You save your defense nostalgia for when you go to Desoy. We are dealing with a situation here. Your son got his 18-year-old girl pregnant. We have to find a solution. I have a solution, Mamiji. Alia and I want to get married. We love each other. We just want your blessings. One slap. I will give you a blessing, she shouted. Enough, Durga, Papaji said. Manish is right. There is nothing else to do here. At least the kids have come to us instead of running away. Let's go to Kochi and meet Alia's mother. मैं नहीं जाना किद्दां कोई मद्रासन नु मिलन. Mamiji said and stormed out of the living room. I didn't understand Punjabi, but I figured she hadn't rushed out to buy a ticket to Kochi. I will take your leave, Shamsherji. Let me know if you need anything, said Panditji. Seeing the escalating family tensions, Papaji left the living room to see off the family priest. Don't worry, Alia, Timmy said and smiled reassuringly. Papaji knows how to handle Mamiji. She will come around. Timmy and Manish left to soothe their mother. Rachna came and sat next to me. Treat me like your sister, not Bhabhi, ever, she said and gave me a hug. My eyes became moist at the unexpected affection after the public humiliation. Why are you crying? Don't cry. You should be happy, Rachna said, wiping my tears. I am so scared. Why? Papaji has agreed, no? Now wait and watch. Everything will fall into place. Manish's mother seems so, I said and turned silent, avoiding an negative word. She has an acid tongue. That's all. You will get used to it. In Ludhiana, all my cousins' mother-in-law talk like this. Don't worry, okay? I am here, your sister. Thank you, I said and nodded. How are you so slim and trim? Give your fat elder sister some tips too. Durga ji, I must say, this is the grandest wedding we have ever attended, said Mr. Malhotra, one of Manish's family friends. For the Arora family, comments like these made the 1.5 crore rupees blow on the wedding worth it. It's nothing, Jay. Everything happened so fast. Luckiest Shamsher knew the GM here. Else you never get Taj at such short notice, my mother-in-law said. Manish and I had our wedding reception at the Taj Palace in Dhaula Kuan, New Delhi with 2000 guests. Only 20 people attended from our side. Manish and I had our fairas in the hotel garden under the sky with the canopy of flowers above us. Pandit Shastri chanted prayers as we sat around the holy fire. Promise that you will always be there for each other in good times and bad, Panditji said, translating one of the Sanskrit mantra. I do, both Manish and I said in unison. Manish clasped my hand as we stood up for the fairas. I looked up at the sky and saw the flowers and stars above me. For a moment, my life felt like a fairy tale. Fairy tales don't have Punjabi mother-in-laws, of course. She is Madrasi. I heard Manish's aunt Shilpa ask Mummy ji during one of the 7 rounds around the fire. Half Madrasi, father is from Rajasthan, Mummy ji said. Pandit Shastri chants mantras as Manish and I continue to walk around the fire. How come she is so fair and those light eyes? Shilpa auntie said, she isn't a Muslim or something, right? They said half Kerala, half Rajasthani, but who knows? All I know is that did some magic on Manish. I could have got you the best rishtas. On my husband's side, we have a big builder family, full pure Punjabi. My fate. What to do, Mummy ji said.